next door neighbours making noise again. So if you do hear kids or screaming and stuff, it's probably them. It's not my house murdering children and stuff, but they are very noisy. But the sun's out, so what do we expect? We are going to tidy the beard up first, and then we're going to talk about what we're going to do. As you can see, the shedio, don't know, probably don't work. Still growing. It's a mess because I've been doing projects that are not on camera, and I probably should film them, but sometimes you just want to get on with it and you do stuff. So what are we doing today? EverBook. Now, on my other channel, Man vs Stationery, I do a lot of notebook stuff and a lot of leather, like stationery, and playing with pens, playing with paper and all that sort of gubbins. And as I've been doing projects in here, in the shedio, don't know what we're going to call it, I've been building up quite a lot of digital downloads of leather projects. I've got a couple of... I need to organise my life, and I need to draw the plans up and stuff like that. So what better way than to make an EverBook? EverBook is a way of organising loose leaf sheets predominantly in an A5 size. It's basically really simple. It's a wrap of leather that just wraps around. My monitor's just gone off. Let's bring it back up. Yeah, it's me. So you're watching Random Madness. And yeah, where were we? ADHD at its best there, I take it. It's a wrap of leather, basically. We have the leather. Oh, recipe for disaster. I got two pieces. I think I'm going to do this colour. It's buffalo leather. And it's almost the exact size that I need. So, A4 paper folded in half. You basically have it so that two pieces can go next to each other and fold over, but then the excess folds in on itself. That will become more apparent when we move you to the overhead camera and you see the leather. Take the measurements, we get cooking with gas, and we make an EverBook. And then, after I've used it for a while, we will take the EverBook to Man vs Stationery, where I will talk with my little pandies purely about how an EverBook functions. So, let's do this. Fancy transition, or it'll just be there. So here we go. Piece of leather. It's a nice piece. I'm just going to move this out of the way. It's my cutting mat, or not my cutting mat, it's my gluing mat. Make that go. And that just goes on here. This would actually make quite a good worktop piece. Looking at the camera and how it is. So, A4 paper, bish bash bosh. Ruler. These measure 15 centimeters across. So the way I see this going is we fold it in half. We get a rough halfway mark. Yeah, just there, like so. And then these just fold over like that. Don't think that could be any more simpler, really. Then there is a little bit of elastic mechanism, so we've got all this spare. So I think we leave half centimetre top, half centimetre bottom, like so. Like so. Let's just measure 8 centimetres up. It's going to be the easiest way, I think. Like so. Let's get a cutting board. I probably should have done this on the other side, thinking about it. What's the worst that could happen? I could mess up a piece of leather and waste money. Knife. Been using this Olaf, he's from Frozen, isn't he? Blade, quite a useful little sharp blade, snap off, cuts wonderfully. Yeah. Door just opened. Then we've got a spare strip, bookmarks, pencil case. Don't know what I'll do. I'm sure I'll figure something out. And then we're left with a sheet of leather that will fold over and become an EverBook. All being well. I think what I might do is leave the edges raw. Don't think I want to burnish them. I think I will round the corners and fold it over, get the creases in, put some weight on it so that it's got holding its positions, then come back in a little bit and put the, what am I going to put in? The band to hold it shut. And then maybe even find some A5 books or booklet paper and stuff to put in. But yeah, super simple, easy project. I picked this up off Amazon. I think it was about £15. Link in the description below. It will be my Mans vs Stationery link. So I'll get a little bit of kickback from the affiliates program. But yeah. Be back in a minute when it's all started to be folded. So this was my basic book press type idea. Clamp a bit of wood to the table and hope for the best. Let's see what it did. It's only 10 minutes. There we go. So now that is going to be the basics of my EverBook. That'll just stop it from moving. Probably should have. No. Yeah, that's probably fine. I can probably get away with making that one a little bit shorter over time. But the idea of the EverBook is that it can be as thick or as thin as you want it to be. Because you can put as many pieces of paper in or as little pieces of paper as you want. Don't want to fold these are all ideas, but These are some templates I've purchased and downloaded. But the idea is that you have an outer cover, and this would be wood projects, and then this would be all my designs, plans, ideas for wood projects, and I would simply put them in there. So that would be my wood projects subfolder. It goes in there, fold it over, jobs are good un. And then should have been a bit more organised and had more flat paper available. You get another one and you do leather projects. Then you have your pages inside, like so. And that. So I think what we'll do is we'll just do a little bit more finesse of this, make it a little bit, look a little bit more finished, shall we? And take it from there. Back in a minute. don't actually know how long this needs to be, so I'm just going to get a rough idea. Like so. Like so. And then the idea is that would be the EverBook. So what I'll do is I'll stick a little stitch on the elastic in there. But that will be my finished EverBook, to be honest. So you'll be able to just open it up, go to my project ideas, go to my blank paper, find a pen, write it down. I could even chuck a pen inside if I needed to. When you're done, simply fold it over, job done. So I'm going to quickly screw up that, stitch up that bit of elastic. Might sandwich it between two pieces of leather. I'll have a little think what I'm going to do there, and then I shall do the outro. See you in a minute. So we're back. We've made a mess, but we've also made a notebook. So Evernote. No, I keep saying Evernote. It's not Evernote. EverBook. Super simple. It's probably taken me half an hour, and that's just because I tried to clamp the leather. But if you're just making it, it's probably a 10-minute project. Now, I've made a mistake, which I'm going to show you. So the leather twists, the elastic twists, what I've done inside, I've then sewn a little piece there just to hold them together. I'll probably unstitch that and make it work better later on, but for now I want to get this video up and out. But it just means that my leather's twisting. Now, is it the end of the world? No. Does it work? Yes. Can I put loads of projects and stuff into here? Yes. Does it look cool? That's debatable. I like it. It's very rustic. It's going to age. It's going to patina, and yeah, it's going to look absolutely great most of its life. If the elastic breaks, I built it, so I can just make another one. Cheap leather off of Amazon, £10–15 for a piece, one cut. You don't even need to put the elastic on if you don't want. There is some modifications. Some people put traveller's notebook bands in there just to help hold books in and stuff. I might do that down the line, but at the moment it's more just to put my ideas in, my plans. I have chucked the Rhodia notepad in because that's what I'll use for sketching ideas and stuff, but other than that, go make one. Go try it. Chuck it in your work bag. Have it in your workshop. Mistreat it. Slap it around. Throw it. What's it matter? 15 quid. If you don't have a use for it, just do it in your workshop, because you're in your workshop, you're doing some stuff. You're out of your wife's hair. She don't care what you're doing if you're in your workshop, does she really? Unless, like me, you're on a spending ban. But luckily, I bought this leather months ago. So, I'm doing projects, hence this. We're going to find some more projects to do in here. Check back next week, all being well, and we'll be on the YouTube. Give me a follow. Other channels in the links below. Thanks a lot. You still here? Go on. Be gone. Just go. But hit the subscribe button. See you later.